Shante.
Shante, welcome to our channel. We're back with another video for you guys. So this time we're gonna be doing a Valentine's Day theme. So we're basically gonna be giving you gift ideas that you
Last
could
minute
implement
gift
last
ideas.
minute for long distance relationships.
As well. Yeah, long distance relationships and other relationships, but last minute gift
Yeah.
ideas based on the five different love languages. Uh, Shavini, do you want to point out the five different love languages before we begin?
Yes, I think it's touch, words of affirmation. Then is it like doing small things for each other? I don't know what
Yeah,
that's
acts of
called.
service.
Gestures, acts of service or like kind gestures. Then not sure about the other two. I think there are five in total, right?
There are five in total. So the other ones are which ones did we cover? Physical touch, gift giving,
Words of affirmation and acts of service or gestures, basically.
yeah, gift giving is one of it, and then quality time. So just spending
Oh yeah,
quality
quality
time with
time.
one another is one of the love languages. So there are a lot of we can get really creative with the kind of gifts that we give based on the each of our love languages. So that would make the person on the receiving end feel more loved as well. And it doesn't have to be super expensive or anything, but it can still be very meaningful, is what I feel.
Yeah.
So to start off with, one thing you can do for gift giving is, as a language, is you can give them for long distance relationships. You can make them a playlist, like a digital playlist on
Oh
Spotify,
yeah.
or you can make a playlist on YouTube, and you can either just send them the playlist, or there's this thing that you can find on Amazon. It's called a Spotify plaque. If you can find that, you can get it within 2 days or something, and you can add any song to it, to the plaque, with a QR code, which they can scan to listen to the playlist or the song. So you can do
Oh yeah,
that.
that's a
That
good
is
idea.
one thing that you can do. Shamini, can you think of any gifts for a long distance relationship?
Uh, you can depending on where your partner's living, if they have like this food that they really like, then you can probably call like the local restaurant and arrange for them to like deliver it to your partner's house. Or you can like if you want to give your partner like the typical flowers and chocolates, you can browse like on a local shop and then order for them and get it sent to the house. Or like there's this other thing I've been seeing like ads of it on Instagram. So you have like necklaces or like watches or anything. So basically like one has a moon and one has a star, and when you press it like on the centerpiece, the other person like starts getting a buzz on their bracelet. So it's kind of
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
it's called
way
the bump
to tell the
bracelets.
yeah, so like just a way for you to tell them that like you miss them. Whenever you press it, they'll know like you're missing them. And I
Oh,
think
that's
like a
lovely.
message also pops up on your phone.
And I think you can kind of customize your taps. Like if you tap a lot, it means you miss them a lot or something like that. And you can have like your own
Yeah,
way
I
of
think so.
telling each other. I mean, that is just so lovely. So that is something to do, especially if their love language is physical touch. I think that'll be a good idea for
Yeah,
that as well.
yeah,
So that's definitely an option to
yeah,
try.
that's true. And
Another
then
thing
if
is,
your like partner is not too far away, I guess you can like give them a surprise visit. Like if both of you are, let's say, you're living in Europe, it's not that hard to travel within Europe because the countries are all close together. So maybe you can like give them a surprise visit if they're not too far away.
Yeah, that would work well, especially if your love language is quality time. You can do that. Or if you can't do that, you can do
Yeah,
like a beautiful virtual date and you can get extremely creative with it and do anything that you like together instead of doing like a typical date where you just have a meal and chat. You guys can do some activity together. Maybe you can paint together or do something that you like together. Or,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, there are things that you can do. You can like do a reading together or you can watch a movie together, like whatever it is that you would love to do. Both of you have a common interest of doing. You guys can do that activity together online or over a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Even if it's a physical activity that you have to do, you both can do it at the same time and just chat away as you do. So that is something you can do for quality time. And for acts of service, like Shavini was saying, you can order something they like to eat from the place that they like to eat for them. Um, so that is that. For words of affirmations, I believe you can if you can like send them a handwritten letter. That is something to do, which should be very personal and nice as well. Or you could send them like
Or
a
like send them a poem.
yeah, like a poem or something that you write and on a digital platform as well. If you're into music, if you have some musical talents, then you can compose a 1 minute long tune from something very, so not too long, but something really lovely, which reminds you of them, you can compose a song for them.
Okay.
And for a virtual date, for quality time, you guys can cook together. You guys can like pick a recipe,
Yeah.
or you can give them a recipe, make them a recipe yourself and give it to them. And you guys can both cook together and then have a meal together. So those are some things that you can do for LDR gifts.
Yeah, yeah.
And for in-person gifts, I think for physical touch, you could book like a last minute spa appointment for both of you together. That would be a good way to go about it.
Or dancing. You can always go dancing. I mean, there's so many
Yeah,
activities
you
that you
can do
can do.
like a
It just depends
surprise.
on what you like.
Yeah,
It
you
depends
can
on
either
what
go
both
for
of you
dancing
like.
or invite them to a surprise dance situation. Um,
Yeah.
for
Or you can
acts
go
of
like for a
service,
hike or something, or like an event, or like, any new things that have come up. Like, even if it's something like, how, I don't know about other countries, but Singapore, there are like new things always opening up or events happening for a certain period of time. So maybe you can go to one of those events.
yeah, similar in India as well. There are a lot of, at least in my city, there are a lot of events. So and I came across a very interesting event where this is for people who are into quality time. So this is called Puppy Valentine's Day, where there'll be a lot of indie puppies around, like the indigenous puppies around that needs to be adopted. And it's a painting session. So you and your partner will create a painting together. So one person will start the painting, the other will complete it, and it'll be inspired by the puppies. So you can like bring the puppies and put their paws on the painting as well, and like play with them as you do. So that'll be an interesting date instead of just doing the
Yeah,
usual things. This is something nice. And they do have last minute reservations. So you could find events like that or something for physical touch. You can go with something where you move a lot and use your body a lot. For example, rock climbing. You can go rock climbing together or like a hike together, like Shavini suggested. And if you guys have heard of
yeah.
Knox, which is dining in the dark, I think that'll be an interesting experience to try as well.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah. So that is something you can try, dining in the dark, which would be an interesting experience to try where yeah, everything will be dark and you guys have to yeah, I think it's very intimate in some way. So that is something to try as well for physical touch. For acts of
Yeah.
service, you guys could do something for them, like some of their chores. I know it doesn't sound very appealing. Like to me, it doesn't sound very appealing. It's just a normal thing to do, but for someone for whom that's a love language, I think it would make them very happy. And what did we miss? Words of affirmation. Words of affirmation is
Yeah,
kind of
that we
self-explanatory for like an in-person relationship. Again, it's like for me, it doesn't make sense because it's like a normal thing, a normal part of any compassionate relationship. But yeah, maybe
I mean, you can just like, if you're not someone who's expressive, you can, this is your time to like be expressive if that's your partner's love language, but it's not yours.
yeah, it is a time to do that as well. You can send them if you find it difficult to express your emotions to them. You want to do something very light, but you don't want to, do a gesture towards them. I think around this time, if you go on Instagram, right, there's going to be so many send this to somebody kind of reels where people
Oh
make
yeah.
a lot of love quotes and things like that. Something lovely that you would wish to tell your loved one, but you're not able to verbalize it yet. If you find something that resonates with
Or
you, then
you
yeah,
can create your own reel, like similar to that, but
yeah,
it could
something with
have
your
like
memories. You
exactly
could
what
put
you
in
want
like
to say.
your
Yeah,
the pictures you've taken together, and then like tell them how much they mean to you. So that is something you can do for them as well. Um, which one have
yeah.
we missed? Have we gone
Uh,
through all five?
we went through touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, gift giving,
Quality
yeah,
time.
and then
Yeah, gift giving
quality
as
time.
well.
Yeah, we went through all of them.
I think we did go through all of it. So these are some ideas you can try.
Oh,
You can always give like an
one idea
Amazon
you
gift
can
card.
also
Yeah,
one idea maybe like if you like going to workshops and stuff, then you can do that. Like there's so many workshops where you can make
yeah, like
different
pottery
things,
together or
pottery,
baking.
jewelry, and yeah, painting, crafts, like
Yeah, you can
designing
do like
stuff.
baking together. Baking would be fun to do together, I think.
Yeah,
You can play around with the
baking,
dough.
like a baking class. There's a lot of stuff you can do. There's like
Yeah.
different workshops. You can look it up, like, and see which one appeals to the both of you, basically.
And for acts of service as well as, yeah, for acts of service, one more thing you can do is you guys can start like a healthy lifestyle change together. For example, like a healthy meal plan every day, because something like that. Or
Mm,
if you're spiritual, you guys can start like uh some sort of reading every day of the scriptures and things like that together, or going to the church every week or something like that. You can start like a routine together, is what I mean, or like a workout routine together. That would be something nice to try as well.
yeah,
Mm. That's the point, it
to
doesn't have
keep
to be
yourself well
because
rounded.
I don't like the very commercialization of Valentine's Day these days. Everything has become so commercial. It's about what can you buy, what can you get, no, it doesn't have to be. It can be something very simple and meaningful and something with just the two of you without consumerism and commercialism becoming a part of it, you know. So
Yeah.
And for
So those are the
Valentine's Day,
ideas
you guys can
that we
hang out with
have.
your lovely girlfriends and watch movies together, or go for a drink together, do something fun together. I really, that's something that I really reflected upon and realized this Valentine's Day is that it's not just about romantic love, but also platonic relationships where you do love and care about the person a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's time to like make some time for that as well. And I'm doing my best to try and spend time with people I love and care about. And having said that, Shavini, what's your love language? Mine is quality time. That's the top most one. And the second one was something. I think it was words of affirmation. Quality time and touch. Yeah, sorry. Quality time and touch was my top two. There was this quiz. I'll link it in the description below for you guys. It's like a bunch of questions. There's a book called Five Love Languages, and there's a quiz at the end of it. And it asks you a lot of extensive questions. And after that, it determines your love language. And the whole idea is that everybody has different percentages of all love languages within them. And the highest percentage would be your primary love language. And I have two primary love languages, which was quality time and touch. So, what is your
Uh,
love language according to you?
I mean, I haven't done a quiz, but I'm guessing it's quality time.
Quality time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one because it's
I don't
mine
know
too.
about the others, really.
Yeah,
Yeah. And for the single guys, you can have your own Valentine's Day with the other guy friends or any girls that you're friends with.
yeah. No, but this is girl power. We're both girls. I only support Valentine's Day. There is no Valentine's Day for boys, so it's Valentine's Day. It could be
Maybe
guys, maybe
because
Valentine's.
boys are not. Maybe because boys are not into Valentine's Day at all that much
Maybe. That's
in
okay. Screw them.
general.
We can have Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's it for today. Hope you guys liked the episode. Do like and share with people who also haven't planned anything and are looking for last minute ideas. Hope we helped you guys find something
yeah.
lovely and have a lovely Valentine's Day. Bye.
You too. Bye.